Hello, 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 and welcome. Hard to believe it is already our 7th show here, Friday Football Fever. Me, you, next 15 minutes, jam-packed. Get it going. Braden River and Venice, side note, currently sitting in a lightning delay. It's been going on. They just now resumed, but it was going on for about 90 minutes. So from halftime, they're just starting the third quarter. Here's your first half update. Second drive for the Pirates. Brian Gaggs to Travis Toby. That made it 7-0. The visitors going up top. Lollipop and away. Hayden Wolf dropping a dime piece to Sam Whitney. Big-time gainer. Eventually, Venice got on the board with a field goal. 7-3 BR. Still leading. Tenacious Defense. Haven't heard of the band. Check it. Tenacious D, Jack Black, shout out. Nice work there by Jed Schrader, battling the trenches, and then bam. Venice finally finding the pay dirt. Gregory up the middle. 10-7. Venice has the lead. Brian Gaggs to the outside. Two Trailer Park girls go around the outside. Gaggs goes out there. That's Quinn McNulty. Little 30-yard pickup a little bit later. You better start acknowledging Knowledge McDaniel. Shout out Robert Pandolfino hooking up the saying right there. Look at the grown man getting looked at by Ohio State. He was eligible to play in this game, and here he is getting in, scampering for 6. That made it 14-10, and I'll tell you what, that is still where we sit. They're just starting that third quarter, and a little bit after 11 o'clock. Just 8 rushing yards in the first half for Venice. That's the big side note. On the other side, Braden River able to capitalize with 82 through the air. They held that lead as we speak. Now, next game for you. Shout out Mr. Boxleitner. He was at this one. Slow-mo, Fumblerooski, Rams ball. That's what we like to see. Pointing that way down at the Ram Bowl. James Simons and Julian Lowenstein comes out of the pile with the rock. A little bit later, Sean White fakes the handoff, keeps it on in there, 4-yard scamper. Rams up 7-0. He knew the student section. Yes, please. They were singing, what was it, Sweet Home Carolina last week, and now they're singing again. The freshman, Michael Hayes, and you love this. Watch the shout-out. Michael Hayes is coming right to you at your dining room table with a little point from the freshman. Oh, yeah, Rams running away with this one. That was a 23-yard score for Mr. Hayes. More fancy footwork right there. He's a quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. Get your feet up, Shawnee. Touchdown, Rams, 21-7 after that one. That's in the first quarter. In the first quarter, would it be a Rams highlight without the man, the myth, the legend, all lead? Boys, 4-yard touchdown run. The Rammers, they cruised to a final score of 52-14. Play us away, Riverview Band. So you see it right there. We wish we had more for you from Venice, but obviously we can't control the weather. Justin Mosley, that's his job here at SNN. So it was a 14-10 score when we left, but to stay locked into that, all the hype of that game. The last time those two teams met was way back in the regional semifinal. Venice, we know the rest of the story. They beat Braden River then, ended up winning the entire state title. Meanwhile, BR, though, you saw the ability with the skill play, but still in the trenches. That was the main focus. The guys that don't get the attention for Venice, they're so good. The O-line and the D-line, they were controlling the game a little bit. They had 5 sacks in that first half. Braden River, though, they're up right now, 4 points. We'll try to keep you updated. Who knows when that one will get finished up. Could be Saturday morning for all we know. On the other side, Riverview, the Rammers putting up a big, almost over the half century right there. Ali Boyd's capitalized. I want to talk about Sean White. Elusiveness, slippery. Beating him left, beating him right with his legs and with the arm. The Rams roll. Look out. Nice matchup between them and Manatee coming in 2 weeks. We're coming right back. Plenty more highlights right after this. Oh, we're right back at it. Do not miss a beat here. Friday Football Fever on SNN. 2 more highlights. Let's get you going. Manatee, Jessica Ward was at this one. It was a somber night, homecoming, so all lot of mixed emotions through the passing of Dave Bristow, longtime voice of the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes did exactly what they should do to honor Mr. Bristow. They come in here 4-2, 3-0 overall. They scored 37 first half points. Go figure, when I'm not at the game, the Hurricanes roll. I apologize to all offensive coordinators across the Suncoast and all these great teams and schools we cover, because when I'm there, the offense is just non-existent. Miss Ward was there tonight, and 37 points put up. You're going to see the nice grab right there by Alonzo, wide receiver going deep. Manatee's defense, though, was also the story. They held the Ravens, who are 0-2 in the district, to just 60 yards of total offense and 18 rushing yards on 17 carries. Think about that. 17 carries for Alonzo, 18 rushing yards. Manatee rolls in the W. Very somber night there. On homecoming, they honor Mr. Bristow with the win. Northport and Lakewood Ranch, Mr. Robichaux, he's here putting his hands up, and I think the scoring follows him. Give me some INT action. Robert Washington going to go ahead and take that one back about 15 yards. That's what I used to love doing in flag football. You play center field, stepped up and made a nice return on it. Jalen Y, write the name down, W-H-Y-E, punches it in, 6-0. Point after attempt missed, but hate to tell you, it would not matter in the end result. Jalen Y, again, I'll have what he's having. Eat your Wheaties, kids. Stay in school, study hard. You could be like Jalen Y. 13-0, and you see the final score flashing at the bottom. Mr. Y was not done. We're going to Vegas. Give me the hat trick. Yes. I'm telling you, look out. How about those powder blues? Beautiful looking jerseys there for the Northport Bobcats. But let's get Lakewood Ranch in there, the Mustangs. First-year coach Colton, shout out, punching it in right there. Cooper Corley made it 20-7 at the time, but 34-6 final. And we have to go back to it. It was everyone at SNN just to pass along our the grievances and to the family of the entire Bristow family. He was so important. I just got down here and everyone told me how important he was to this station and everyone in the area. So, Mr. Bristow, you will be missed. The fever, catch it. You feel a little warmth for the fever. Hard to believe it's our 7th show. It's crazy. 3 more highlights for you, and we update you on some other scores. Here we go, Booker and Bayshore. Shake hands, gentlemen. Samantha Sonner at the game, as always. All-star reporter for the Suncoast News Network. Going up top, Corey Von Borstel going to LaQuavius Green. Throwback to when Mr. Green, I asked him, and I feel I say this every time we have a Bayshore highlight. I asked him what position he plays. He says athlete. Speaking of athletes, look at this bomb right there for Booker. Eldarian Arnold is going to go to Craig Lee. Not the last time that matchup has come through. And look, 2-point conversion. Coach Doom putting the foot down. That made it 8-7. Booker. There's the rumble, stumble, tornadoes getting in there for some defense. Here's the same tandem at it again. Eldarian Arnold to Craig Lee. Same result. Lather, rinse, repeat. Fumble recovery. Booker, nice W on the road at Balvans, 28-7. Here we go, St. Stephen's and ODA. Not too many people know about this matchup. This is nice. The Sunshine State Athletic Conference. It's the Coral Bay Division. Small school bragging rights. We got Tyler Beasley down the sideline to Mr. Sivaboda. Danny Root on the scene of the crime, getting some highlights for us, some swarming defense right there. Darren Robinson in on the sack. And it'd be a crime not to mention, this is our first time with the St. Stephen's highlight as they were able to roll in this one. Falcons junior running back DJ Clark, he's averaging 7.3 yards a carry. Every time he touches the ball, almost picking up the first down. ODA was looking to win its first ever game against St. Stephen's, and they were unable to do so. Struggled mightily, did the Thundering Herd. It was a little bit of sloppy play, but St. Stephen's, what a club they are. And ODA still started 4-0, still have a good shot of finishing the season strong. Cardinal Mooney and Calvary Christian, first quarter. Harold Cook punches it in, 3rd and goal. You love that as a coach on 3rd down. This might be my favorite play of the evening. Look at the hustle, tenacity, and no quit from Cardinal Mooney. Are you kidding me with that? Late cover. Kai Martin Thought he had himself a touchdown instead. Mooney showing the heart. Ryan Bolduc. We know a thing or two about Mr. Bolduc. Starts left, goes right, gets it in the red zone. They're right at the 5-yard line. Let's punch it in, Cougars. 8-7 down. Mooney. They're going to win it 34-22 over Calvary Christian. How about Mr. Meckley and these Cardinal Mooney Cougars? They've having a heck of a run to start the season. It makes no surprise, no surprise. Mr. Meckley's a Hall of Fame coach. He's brought that system. Winning follows Mr. Meckley. Southeast, they struggle, only put up 3 points against DeSoto in a 28-3 loss. Lemon Bay, check that out, 21-0. They blank Hardy. Charlotte, 43 to a Fruit Loop against Island Coast. So Lemon Bay and Charlotte putting the foot down. Impressive stuff right there. Some other looks for you. Palmetto, again and again. Can you just visualize with me? Because we didn't have the video for Palmetto. You know who's scoring. It's Anthony Marino throwing bombs to Mr. Wester. 42-0 over Sarasota. And then North Fort Myers, 49-13, Port Charlotte. And now, this is great pleasure. Huge clutch, the real MVP tonight. All the reporters shooting. They need that fuel. They've been working so hard from really 5 till 6. They're stuck in here. Then they go out and do football afternoons. Joey D's, thank you for feeding and being the official fuel for Friday Football Fever. That's huge. Get that kick right before we go on here, and everyone comes back, and they're loving it. You do a little extra reporting, get those clips all edited up thanks to Joey D's and their Chicago-style pizza. Give them a call. Get them a nice dish. Triple F, number 7, officially in the books. Still waiting for that final in our game of the week between Braden River and Venice. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.